So it's my last shift before the holidays, yay! And so, of course, you know, the way I roll, I spend most of it in the wellness department on my break, and that's where I listen to my meditation, I relax a little bit, stretch out on the mat, and then enjoy a nice tea blend, whatever I decided to bring on that day, and just, you know, get into a really good frame of mind to finish the rest of my shift. So we decided to visit Cinnaholic, and I wasn't even aware that all of the products at Cinnaholic are vegan. I couldn't believe it. I had asked the lady, so what is vegan on the menu? And she looked at me and said, everything. So pretty shocking because they had a whole bunch of different cinnamon buns to choose from with various toppings. They have a very, very large menu and so many choices. You can also customize your cinnamon bun as well. So my daughter wanted to get the Cookie Monster, and that's like a whip on top of the cinnamon bun, and then there's like the cookie dough and then chocolate syrup and vegan chocolate chips. So it was really good. It was delicious, but I thought that, you know, I actually preferred just the regular plain one because we did get one of those. So here's the plain one, and that's just the original, and they just put the whip on the side, and then you can eat it with the whip if you want to. It was delicious. I really did prefer this one versus the other one, but the other one was still very tasty. So again, they had many different choices, and again, you can customize it to what you prefer. But I thought that's really nice leading up into the holidays, something that you can get for your get-togethers. So as you guys know, I dry my tea from the backyard, and I decided to start making my own tea bags and, you know, customize my own stuff. And so that's what I did today. And yeah, they ended up working out really well and they tasted really delicious. And I'm so glad that I decided to do this. So going into the new year, I'm just going to try to cut back on some of the teas that we're buying because I feel like it's a little overwhelming and it gets a little costly having all these different teas in the cupboard. So I'm really going to try to focus on using everything that I grew in the backyard and see if I can grow even more of a variety for this summer coming up. And I also utilize my parents' backyard, so I'm going to see what I can grow there as well, and that way I can just customize my own tea bags, and it saves us a lot of money, and it also is a great way of adding specific teas that I want to incorporate into my diet, and it's a really easy way of blending different varieties and really, again, customizing it to my liking. Okay, so I'm going to be doing my tea bags. I just bought these from Amazon, and I think that they're a pretty good size. There were other sizes, and there were smaller, but I didn't want them to be too small because I do want them to be quite flavorful. So I got the bigger ones, and yeah, so there's quite a few in here. There's 100 of them. So it's for loose leaf tea, but you can also use it for other DIYs, I'm sure, as well. And then I have my stinging nettle that I had dried. So we do have it fresh when it's, you know, at its peak. So I do like to dry it so we can use for the winter time. And then I have mint in these two jars. So this big one and this little one. And I'm going to be adding that to the blends. This is lemon verbena, which is so nice. It's like mint and lemon together, so delicious. And then my lemon balm as well from the backyard that I dried. So when I can, I put it into mason jars. But sometimes because of space and, you know, living in small spaces, it's difficult to keep everything in a jar. So what I do is I just Ziploc it until I can do something with it. And then, yeah, so now I'm just going to make some little blends of tea. And I do have lavender as well. So I may add some lavender to some of them just to add that nice lavender flavor as well. But for now, this is what I'm going to do. Quick and easy just to get some of these jars out of the way. So yeah, once they're in the tea bags, I think I'm just going to put them back into one of these jars, and that way they can store pretty good. They do have these little packets that help with the moisture control, and I do have them. I just have to find them so that I can add them inside, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, just putting the kettle on. Gonna try one of my tea blends. So this is lemon balm and stinging nettle. This is the mix that I'm doing for these ones. And then these are the little packets, like I showed you. The little packets that I'm gonna add into the mason jar with the tea bags just to keep the moisture control under check. Okay, I'm gonna let it do its thing and steep away. Delicious. Okay guys, so I have my stinging nettle and mint tea that I made, and these tea bags are pretty good. I think that they're holding up really well. And I mean, this is a small mug, and I added one of those, and like I said, I really packed it in just because I like my tea stronger. So yeah, should be good. A lot of health benefits. So I'm gonna enjoy some of this before I head out back into the cold. I've already been out because I brought my son to school. And then now it's time for King to go to PetSmart. So yeah, King is going for his pampering day today, for his bath and his nail clipping. So I'm gonna bring him and do that. Enjoy my tea before I head out to the cold. And yeah, that's what is the plan for today. Oh, each package is 100. For some reason, I thought it was 100 in total. No wonder this thing seems huge. Wow. Okay. So this was a really good deal. I'm going to double check how much I paid for this, but I want to say it was like $15 for all of these. So I guess there's like 500 in there. Wow. Okay, so that's going to last me a while. I'm going to continue on and make my tea bags and get them into this mason jar. I'm going to add in those little moisture packs in here. I'm going to add 2 for the size of a jar, and that way the tea stays fresh, and it will stay fresh until the summertime when I can enjoy some fresh tea. So I bought these in particular because they are compostable, so when I'm done with my tea I can just pop that into my compost, and that way it doesn't go into the garbage, and yeah, I just feel like it's so much easier that way and very good for the environment. Okay, so I added one of those packs in here just to keep that moisture control under check, like I said. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw these in here. They're really quite big and full, but again, that's how I like my tea, very full and flavorful. So they do have smaller ones if you have smaller teacups. I typically have larger mugs, so I need the big ones, that way I get enough flavor. So I can still fit quite a few more because you can, there's some gaps here. So yeah, I'm going to keep going and fill this up. Okay guys, so apparently these are the wrong ones. I have to pick up the ones I actually want. These are the oxygen absorbers, not what I want. I want the ones that will keep everything fresh. So I'm going to order those from Amazon, and they should come, and then I'm just going to pop it into my jar. No big deal. They'll be fine. They've been in, you know, a Ziploc and a mason jar before that, and they survived, so it'll be fine. It's just to keep it a little more fresh. I like to add those packs. This was actually used because we have these really large containers of emergency food storage, and we put the oxygen absorbers in that huge container. So the food, like the beans and the rice and all that stuff, is in those big Mylar bags. This is put in there as well, just to control the oxygen. And then, yeah, this is not what I want, so sad. Just gonna have to order what I want from Amazon. That's okay, it'll come quickly anyway. Tea is looking amazing. I love the color. This worked out perfectly. So these bags are wonderful.